What we're doing is a part two 1997 Ford F350. It's the seat we was doing on it yesterday, so we're going to be doing back on it today. Let some of y'all get in here. I've already put some foam on some of these pieces like this. We put some foam on it. I usually sew around them. The factory does it too, so we always do it. Got it, Wesley?
Mm-hmm. You didn't have it on the phone.
All right. So anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to sew some of the listing on these pieces, like this part right here. We're going to sew some listing on there. I might need to get me a new camera stand. This thing right here had a little bit more height to it. Anyway, you see that one over there? I already got it sewed, so it's camera stand ain't too swift.
That's the operator.
Operator don't know what he's doing. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna be explaining how to sew some of this stuff up as we get. Got a bunch of pieces right here. They got to be sewed in kind of like an order to be able to put it back together. I've already sewed this piece right here together. This is called Comfort Weave. If you didn't know, it's kind of an older material. That must be where I back and forth to lock that in. All right. So anyway, this piece right here, we're gonna put the listing on the back side of it, and that right there is what you call listing. I just took a wide piece here and cut it down. Like I'll take this piece right here and cut it down. Just sew it on the back side of the other one. But when you start to sew these pieces like this right here together, you need to go ahead and sew your lines in, and the last line that's got the listing on it, you need to sew it on there last. Because if you sew this one and then you got to go through your listing, and that right there is not going, that's not going to be right. Always check your bobbins. You don't want to run out in the middle of it, so I think I got enough to make a few runs on there. We looked around the shop and found some gray thread. So that's just my seams right here. We got to sew one right across here. Just like that, you got your pieces sewed. Now we're gonna start sewing some of these pieces together and start trying to put the seat cover back together. We marked it a little bit along the way. You can start in the center. If you don't have no marks on it, you can always start in the center and work your way out. You don't have to do what I'm doing right here if you don't want to. It just makes it kind of easy for me. All right. We did sew up some wet cord. So let me get some of these pieces over here and we'll start sewing these pieces together. We put a bunch of marks on there. This is the backrest part right here. I don't think we cut all the backrest pieces out. This is some of the headrest. This part right here does go to that seat cover on the front. Having some of those other pieces over there, Wes. We got all these right here pretty much done. We went on and put the padding, which was like a 1/4 inch pad on there. We'll be cutting this plastic off, putting the plastic on the edge of the seat.
There's pieces down there I didn't get you. That's what you're looking for.
Yeah. Like I said, we marked some of them. Some of them still has the plastic on it. We don't usually take them off till we get ready to put them on. This is the old seat cover. Kind of gives you an idea of which way it goes. And if you look at this, you can tell that the curved part goes right there to the center. And this right here is the center. So we changed it. It did have comfort weave on it. And we're going to change it. We're going to put this leathery looking vinyl on here. So the back part. All right, this is the back part. Goes on there just like that. And we did have notches on it. Always starting in the center. So you need to line that up. Always know where the center is when you're doing these seats right here.
Did you wanna put that in headline, cause we didn't do that a while ago?
We're gonna put that in headliner. All right, got all the center marks lined up. I need to be able to see this on the back side where I got it marked at. And this is the piece right here that we're building. This piece. That went on the headrest part of the seat. And just like that, we got our centers on there. If you notice, whenever we was taking it apart, I put a bunch of lines and marks and stuff like that on there. To use them lines and marks like this, what you do is you just go back and you just mark them on your material like that right there. That way you'll be able to kind of keep up with it because it's on this and it's on this right here. So you need to keep up with it. And all you do is just line it back up.
Hey, Jane.
Just like this. And your lines, there's your lines where I marked it all the way around it. So that'll be your lines. Just like that. So here's our pieces, just like that piece right there. Here's our piece right here that matches it, just like this. So that way, all you do, you can do it with the center part, or you can go all the way around it like this. You see the burgundy thread over there, Weston?
Burgundy thread?
Yeah.
We may have to look at that. There wasn't none in that box right there, the yellow box.
There's some. we're gonna be sewing a lot of burgundy. I just don't want to put a lot of white thread, or this is, well, gray. Looks kind of white, but it's gray. This just has it don't have a top stitch or nothing on it. It's just got a stitch. So it's all it is just sewed together one time. And just like that, it's just got that stitch on it. I could put a top stitch on it, but I ain't gonna do it because it's on the back part of the seat. All right, and now we got, where's my pieces at? That ain't it. This is it. You see my other piece like that?
Yeah, it's right there up under the third down. Keep going. It's the last one. That ain't it?
Mm-mm. Hold on. This is it. Right here. These pieces right here, I left that a little long, right? That tail. And the reason was to sew that back just like this. Just like that. It's just sewed that way. The leg of the seat that bolts the seats together has that hem back where it looks like it's supposed to whenever you get to that point.
hauled out in here. Pretty good, putting it here.
All right, and this tail right here, that goes up. This is the back part of the headrest that turns and goes down to the. You got to sew this part right here together. Whenever you sew the front together, that way it all can be sewed together at one time. It's just some pieces. You got to start sewing all these pieces together, and if you sew them together like this in sections, makes it easier whenever you go to putting it together. You just got to do the sections. What you got, Wes?
He's gonna send some pictures. In the Chevrolet truck with the seat touched up in.
This piece right here, I'm thinking went across the top of the seat. Right through here. The reason we leave part of this seat together is where we can look at it whenever we get to that point to where we didn't know which way it went. And the right way. Like this section right here. This piece went right here. So that lets you know that this piece here, right here, it goes to the it goes to the back, and this rounded part right here goes toward the front. Like this. I might better check my needle to see if I got a burr on it.
You did check the thread to make sure it's not But it's strong.
Yeah, I checked that to start with. Yeah, the thread's strong. All you gotta do is rub your fingernail across the needle like this right here. If it's got a burr on it, you can feel it with your fingernail. So that's the center part. This is the edge. Just as you go, you start sewing all these pieces right here together. This is the backrest part that we're working on right here. This part right here, this open section right here, had a cover in it, and that's the part Wesley's working on right now. It needed a piece of foam in it, so we got to put this piece right here in with the piece of foam in it. This seat had the center fold down armrest in it, and we're gonna have to take and sew these pieces over here together and put that center fold down armrest in it like these. And if you watched the video yesterday, I had cut some pieces in here that was probably about maybe a ½ inch right through here like this. These were like relief cuts, so this right here could be folded down for the opening of that fold down armrest where you can put the bolt in it. You got any questions, Wesley? And just like that, you got it hemmed out just like this one right here was. Then I'll take my knife and get it out of my pocket. Come right here, cut this piece of plastic off. It does look like it's seen better days. Come right here, right where it started before. And just sew it on your new pattern, just like that. We got another one somewhere laying around here. You see that piece like this, Wes? Is it over there on that table?
It's still on the.
Oh. Hand it here, or just cut it off. It's still on the pattern, so that's a plus. Let me look at that pattern. Let me look at that pattern that you got right there. Turn it around, right here. We normally take and like pull these threads right here out. Especially if you're reusing the plastic. This is just to bind the opening right here. That's all it is. All right. So the next thing is these pieces right here. We're just throwing them together in sections. Hand me the, we changed the seat a little bit. Instead of it being an all comfort weave all the way up to the headrest, we're gonna take and make it out of this leathery type vinyl. So if we can find the pieces right here, I think this might be it. Like this. So this went to this seat, according to the way it looks. Okay, I think we got it right here. This piece right here, I'm pretty sure they're the same. But this piece right here goes on, and then we'll sew that other piece right there. This piece to that. Remember, if you've seen the video yesterday, you know we straightened up a bunch of these patterns.
We're not putting welt cord in between that.
Not in between this. This little edge right here went down on the seat, and then welt cord did catch that right there and cover a lot of that up, like that. And this piece right here, thinking it went just like that, but it curved.
The original's up under.
Yeah, it curved with these two pieces right where they at that we just said. There you go. You got them in your hand over there. Yeah. These pieces right here, if my memory is right,
Well, here's the original one that's marked.
yeah. These pieces went on here just like this. And this piece right here, curved down like this. Like so. And it was like this. If this makes any sense, this right here opens up, and this right here is where your armrest goes right in here. And that's the way it goes. And this piece right here actually puts this section here together with this section here. So this actually goes, it just sews on. This piece right here sews on right here on this edge. Let's see if any other pieces got to be sewed on at the same time. I know that don't look, it looks like that, but that's the way it goes, just like that. And you fold that, and then you go down. All that has to go down at one time. If I can, I know it's hard to explain, but that piece actually goes, this piece right here actually goes on the seat right here, and then this goes right here, right here, like that, and then goes up to here just like that. Like that. So I'm gonna sew it on right here. Go up to here, and then I'm gonna catch it and sew that on here. Is this making any sense there, Wesley? Like this. Then this right here turns around like this, like that, and makes the center part, and then that goes in for the armrest right here. But to put this part right here on, this piece right here has to come just like this and sew in like this, and that's the center part. If I'm not mistaken, this right here's got some pieces of plastic that goes on there, don't it?
It's up here. That's that piece.
It's got some plastic over there somewhere then, because there was some on here. Maybe 2 little pieces or something like that.
I'm getting long piece. I got one short one.
Look back on that table. If it's not over there. Anyway, this did have some plastic sewed on it. I can sew it on later. So what I'm gonna do is just go ahead and try to sew this right here together. No. You see it anywhere over there, Weston?
No, I'm looking on the ground. I look back there on the.
I know there was 2 pieces over there. They might be up under something.
I'm looking.
They could be over here on this table. I don't know. I know it had 2. I know it had 2 anchors on there like this. See anything? Nothing. I have to look for it.
We left them on that one.
And now we're putting this piece and this other piece together on this seat. This pretty much builds the backrest, like makes the backrest come together. That seems like that should be a little different than that. We'll find it, Wes.
The only short one I got says black.
That wasn't it. It was like 2 little pieces on there, and they were white looking, just like what this right here is, like these pieces. Like these pieces here, we didn't cut them off. We waited till we got ready to do it. That way I can just look at them and pretty much tell where they go, or either take an ink pen like this right here and mark them. And it looks like it went on backwards, like the back side, like this. Alright, so it goes just like that. Got them marked on this side. A little foot usually works better on this. So if you got a different foot, you can just change it. I do have a little one right here, but I'm gonna see if I can just sew it on with this one without changing it. Look at that crap. My thread come out of the needle. If you cut it off too short, sometimes it'll come out of the needle as you sew. And if your hook is up here at the top, it normally won't come out of the needle because the next stroke is down, and it normally will stay in the needle. But if this is down, it will pull it out. It will pull it out of the needle if it's short. This is why it takes so long whenever you're doing these seats, is lining everything up, looking for pieces. this piece right here goes behind. It just straps in behind the armrest where you can't see through the seat and see the back side of the cover. That's all this is for right here. All right, so this is the piece right here that, just like this, it looks like it was sewed right across here. We just cut it apart, but stick that to the side. We really need these pieces that, just these little anchors, we really need to sew them on now. And I think who knows where I put them pieces at.
I don't know if you cut them off back here or back yonder. I don't know where you cut them off at. So, but I looked both places and I ain't seen nothing on the floor.
Is that right?
I ain't seen nothing covered up.
Hey, when you lose a piece, you might have to make a piece, a new piece. I know they were here. Oh. We know they was here. I just had to cut some new ones, but we know that they were here. So I just put these new ones on. We always try to use the same stuff that came with it, but if you can't find it, you can't find it. When we sweep up, we'll find it. All right, so we got this much right here done. What about the bottom, Wes? here. Got a piece of plastic on it, don't it?
Mhm.
Them are the pieces that come off the other one.
These are the ones that were laying on the table. I assume they go to this.
They probably come off of that right over there.
Well, one's on it, and there was 3 on that one. So
Was it?
that would leave me with an extra one. That would be 4.
Where's these at? A short one. Okay. Where's the other one at? Over here.
Right there.
Okay.
You can see.
It goes like this. Just like that. It's that same length. Yeah. So this goes just like about 3 inches from the edge. Okay. Right. When you sew that lock on there, you need to make positively sure you know which way it goes, because you can sew it on wrong and wind up having to take it back off and turn it over. So these J clips, that's what they call it. That right there has got to be sewed on just right for it to work. I'm thinking this piece right here was sewed on right in here. Maybe on it's got to go backwards like that, so maybe just like this right here.
Was that the 2 pieces you were looking for?
That's the 2 pieces.
They were left sewed to that piece. We never took them off that piece.
I didn't. I sewed them on here. We was looking for them, and they was already there. Okay. I sewed these new ones on here. We didn't, and we was looking for them. They was already on there.
Good reason why I couldn't find them.
Gone. Alright, so that piece right there, that's the back. I don't know what. That notch is for something, I don't know. But it's for there. It was there for a reason. It's on the other cover. Alright, so here's this. It might be the latch. No, it ain't the latch. Anyway, we got all this right here done. These pieces right here. We got all this right here on. This right here is for the armrest. This folds down, makes the curve. The next thing is to sew a welt cord around the edge of this, and then we sew that back on, and then we put the cover on. Oh boy. We have to take a minute out for the dog to pet him.
The mascot.
Yeah. He's the smartest one.
Out of all of them.
Yeah. Out of everybody, he's the smartest. We may have to do some stuff to the foam on this seat, just a little bit of work. We did glue it. This is just some relief cuts. You sew around it. You put it around this welt cord. If you use the original welt cord, it already has some relief cuts in it, like the kind that came with from the factory. All I'm doing is just taking like a 1/2 inch. Look at that crap.
Hell bobbing.
Yeah. Western. This piece right here is closed in, it's boxed in, all this is, and we need that piece right over there first. That's it. Just the round part. Top. We're gonna come right here and we're gonna find halfway. Come right here at the top. Find halfway. Because I nipped it almost all the way through, but I'm just gonna put me a mark right here where I can tell exactly where I'm at.
Hey, Philip, and Pamela says hello, Weeb.
Hey everybody. Hey Philip. This piece right here, none of these right here had a top stitch on them. Even though it would have to lay down, but it didn't have a 1/4 inch pad on it either. So we actually helped it a little bit. Going around these corners like this, you want to kind of push your material a little bit like that. Push it just a little. You don't want to wrinkle it, but you do want it to kind of lay down. I see that right here ain't just exactly right. There's my center mark. There's my notch. All this right here has to line up. It can't come over here and be a 1/4 inch. If it's a 1/4 inch right here, when you get around here, it's going to be a 1/2 inch. If it's a 1/4 inch too far, when you get around here, it's gonna be that much too far. You got to remember, unless you push and sew, you can get this just right. But you need to know where to push and how to and check it. Make sure. When you get to this notch right here, it needs to be dead on that mark right there. It ain't like furniture. You can get away with some stuff with furniture. You can't get away with it doing car seats. It will really look bad. They will talk about your work. People can be downright cruel when it comes to a car interior. You see where that's coming out? You see where I started right here? Right here? You see where I started? It's right at the edge of that material. You see where it's coming out? It's right at the edge of this material. You got to be exactly right. It can't be. It can't be up the hill here. It can't. And it can't be way past it. So that's why it's so important. Now you can get away with some stuff and steam some stuff. And we may have to steam some of this stuff like that. I could put a top stitch on it and make it lay down. I might need to. What you think, Wes? It's behind the seat. I think it'll stretch out. What you think? Let's sew this plastic on right here, and then if you pay close attention whenever you're doing this plastic like this, and you sewed that piece on like this with that J channel open, where you can look at it and see in it, the other piece has got to be sewed on like this. That way, when you fold it back, it'll catch. Some things might not be that important, but most of this right here has got to be just right. And they's got a notch in that right there for some reason. What do you think, Whit?
Because it's probably the center of this cover.
That right there wasn't center. And
That
them
little,
things right there was apart. See there?
one thing is the little one.
Yeah.
Would have been in the middle. That might have been notched.
Yeah, that don't even look right. So anyway, we're gonna go to the edge. Are all these alike? Ain't that something?
Broke the needle.
Yeah. I should have changed took the walking foot right there, the cordon foot. I should have took it off and put this little narrow foot on here. Sometimes chancing it cost you a needle. I pulled it out. My thread is curled like a curly I can't see. I had it through it and I pulled it back out, and now I can't get it back through there. Alright, let's see if I can break another needle. This old hard plastic just you hear that? Ain't it supposed to give a little bit more warning than that? Knock my clutch out. And did it do it again? It did it again. That hard plastic right there don't play. Doggone. Okay, so it's sewing now. Doggone. Something's wrong. That hard plastic it keeps knocking my sewing machine out, like out of it keeps knocking it, disengaging it. That ain't good. That ain't good at all. Get me a Q-tip, Wes. This ain't 3-in-1 oil. This is sewing machine oil. I took it out and cleaned it. That's just an old can that we use. You get dirt or something like that in here, it can really cause some troubles. Make sure these bobbins stay real clean. We use Q-tips for about everything, from painting to touching up to everything. I can tell where that needle has touched something. It's like being broke down in the road. Get me some strap over there, Wes. So that's sewing. It don't look bad. But this part right here, it does not want to be sewed through. That hard plastic. Let's try this. You hear that crap? I don't know whether this is binding it or what. Don't say nothing. I've had to do this before, so I mean it's just put the foot on back, put the foot on backwards. Damn, it don't go through it, Wesley. I just don't know what the deal is. You see it sewed right through this right here. Well, it ain't sewed now. For some reason, I think I see what it's doing with. It's like it's pushing that.
Is the needle hitting the foot? Is that what you're saying?
I think it's pushing my needle over. Got it on anyway.
Unless that center.
Hmm?
The centerpiece.
I'm finna come back and get it. This piece right here was acting crazy. I showed it crazy. I put my damn foot on backwards. It's kicking my clutch out. It's kicking my clutch out. Making sure everything's tight. Hey, I do have another sewing machine I could stick over here if I had to. Another thing is too is that's a cordon foot, and this right here on the bottom of this foot, cordon foot right here is actually angled. So when I'm sewing that piece of plastic, if I would have took and put the center part on there like this, that's a broke one. But I do have another one over here somewhere, right here. This one is actually flat on the bottom. If I'd have took this off right here and put that on there, it might have done better. But it's on, and that's what counts. So I can put my foot back on straight right here. Take this one right here off because I do have to sew it to a cord. Hey, normally this stuff don't happen. Let me make sure it's sewing right. It looks alright. Alright, Wes. Let's hand me that piece right there. Throw it down.
Are you gonna upside down or what?
I think I want to sew some of that listing back on the back side right here, because that piece right there, this piece right here, I got it sewed right here, but I don't have it sewed right here. And I'm thinking it's got to have some on there. See right here, just a little piece right in there. It's just a little piece of listing, wherever it is. I know I have it up here. I can cut some more. That's bad when you know you got it. Alright, so I'm gonna sew some listing. It's got an anchor right here. It don't have one on the headrest right here, but it's got one right here. It's harder to sew it on once I box it all in with this cover. Even though we're gonna have to turn it inside out and put it on. Up to the headrest. All right, here we go. Lord have mercy. It didn't, did it? It just bent a needle. I mean, really bad. Makes me wonder if it was already bent from that plastic.
He's doing a video.
What is it with?
Billy goes working late tonight.
It's always best to test it before you start. Before you start sewing some stuff. And this right here is not. Ooh.
What if you'd have put $1 back every time you did that?
Shit.
You have a good retirement.
If I put 10 cents back every time I threaded a needle. Because when I first started, the seat was what? $75. That right there looks better. He coming over here to see me again.
Mm-hmm.
Baby. It's all right. It's all right. All right. I must have lost some. Oh, there it is. Found that piece. He come over here to tell me I'm tardy with the food. How about something in the bowl? How about it? That's what he wants. All right. So now this. We're gonna start having trouble with the sewing machine. We need something to work out, don't we? Here's my center mark. This right here actually finishes the cover. Once we put this right here on, we can put the cover on and just see what it's gonna look like. Being as we ain't test fitted it or nothing. Who knows? I know a lot of people start in the middle and go one way and then go the other. And I always say everybody's got their own thing, you know. So okay, Wes. We got some marks on some of these pieces. I'm gonna make sure that I get this just right. No,
I got these and this. What do you need?
I'm sewing this right here together. So it's actually different pieces. I'm just gonna check it one more time and just make positively sure that I try to get the.
Whatever you're looking for, it's probably balled up under.
It probably is. gonna cut this right here like this. And slide this welt cord in here like this. The main thing is that I get it all centered up. That's where my notch is, where I put it right here on that. But I mean, I'm a little bit off. Just a little bit. But I'm going to take and around this headrest right here, I'm going to push it just a little bit. If I don't, it might not fit just right. So I'm giving not enough slack to wrinkle it, not enough to push it and wrinkle it, but just a little bit, like giving it some slack going around this headrest. Because if you take and pull it like this right here, it's gonna make a mess. It's not gonna look right.
Would you know how to sew with not all the stuff up under you?
You got to learn how to sew with a whole bunch of stuff up under you. Yeah, I wouldn't know how to act if I had all this junk on. That was a no-no right there. It's so thick right in there, it made me jump the gun. I'm gonna try to fix that. Now let's see where we're at. We got that much space right there, so we need to find out exactly where we're at right here. So that's pretty close. There's my notch, and there's that. If I can make it go around here to it. Push and sew. Cut a little bit of the slack off. Remember what I said about if that right there don't line up. It really can't be that far off. From here to here, that's a 1/2 inch. So I'm gonna have to come back. I'm gonna have to undo it, come all the way back to right here, and start pushing and pulling to get it just right. Come all the way up the hill, back to where I had to start over a while ago, right in there. And now, I don't have to take it all the way apart, but I mean, I got to take it back. And you got to go back far enough that you can do all this stuff and move that 1/2 inch. How far did I go back? Right here, Wesley? Right about there. That's how far I went back. So we'll get it on the bottom side. Pull all these stitches out. The reason I didn't cut it in between the seam is because I didn't want a chance cutting this material. Because if I cut this, if I cut it, then I got to start taking a whole bunch of stuff apart. That's the reason I did it the long way. All right, so I got about 17 inches right there to take this, to make this right here fit. So I'm gonna have to move it. I'm gonna have to move it a half an inch to make it work. All right. Here we go. What was it, Wesley? It was about so I'm pulling this bottom a little bit, keeping it tight. I'm pulling the bottom this away, and I'm keeping this right here gathered. Not enough to wrinkle it though. All right, now you can see that gap right there and that one right there.
Not really.
Can't see it. See the mark right here? See how close that is? I mean, that's right up under it. That's lined up right there. Right there. If it's off, you see I'm doing it the same way up to this point. Is he coming back around here?
Mm-hmm.
He wants to fix this so bad he can't stand it. Hey, keep your fingers crossed. Hope it fits. look at this right here, right there, how this was. Was all these like, yeah, all these wires is the same. All right, if you look at this, that's kind of what? Not it's like a tip.
I don't know if they can see it, but that side over there, I can tell is really bent.
I don't think it's supposed to be like that. We're gonna come in here and we're gonna put a little bit of pad right in here and see if we can't push that dip out.
You want 1/2 inch or you want something thicker?
I'm gonna say 1/2 inch.
Well, there's some pink down here on the end of the table. There's pink down here at the end of the table.
You know, it normally don't take that much to move something. When you start putting pieces in like this, it don't take a lot. It don't take as much as you think to move it. So all right, so just like that, we'll put 2 pieces in it just like that, and that way it'll be flat across here, and maybe to push that out just a tad. How much battery? Can you tell if we got much battery left, Wesley?
I have no idea to check.
This pink pad is really good pad. We checked these right here yesterday. The bags ain't busted. So he said that it was leaking down. So it must have been leaking down in the fitting right here, because they wasn't too hard to pull off. All right, so all we're gonna do is just stick these pieces in there like this. We're gonna see if this fit right in here. Where was it busted at so bad, Wesley? Right in here.
Through that centerpiece, it was.
Right here.
No, where the bar runs on the centerpiece, where the center console goes, the top up in that groove, it was busted all the way through there. Right there, all the way through there.
All the way through here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was busted right through there.
It was busted down maybe on the other side.
Right in here. And right here. We save a lot of scraps like this right here This is like awning material, so it's pretty tough. Just so we save these pieces just for putting something real strong on the backside of the seat. You can use burlap. I mean, it works good too. But all you're trying to do is build something that's not going to split that seam back open. That's all we care about. That it keeps it from busting back open. The passenger side, it wasn't split. It was in pretty good shape. Open this up.
I messed up the camera here.
How's that?
The picture was wide all the way across, and now it's short.
That's fine. Hey, can y'all still see it?
I wonder if I touch that button.
As long as they can see it, it will still be the same. I don't think it narrowed the film or nothing like that. Visual.
Thanks, Jane. Jane said it's okay.
Hey, we looked through this foam and it did have a split down here on the bottom, but I think it's fine. You know, this seat cover really didn't look that bad when we took it off. But we know for sure. Some people wants it just right, and this is one of them right here. They want this stuff just right. Let's just hope this works. Vinyl don't like to move around when it's cool. I just got to heat it up just a little bit.
You wouldn't have had to do that yesterday.
Huh?
You wouldn't have had to do that yesterday.
It was warm yesterday.
It was 87 or 88 yesterday. It's overcast, and today it's back in the 70s. We'll have our first 90s this weekend.
Hopefully.
I don't like the heat.
I don't like cold.
I know our material works better in the heat, but
Wesley likes it cold. I've been in here freezing to death. Wesley been like, man.
can we turn the
this feels
fan on?
good. You know, those 50-50 chances is gonna fit right. 50-50. Cause you know, we had to change a bunch of patterns. We had to do all that kind of stuff. Change a bunch of stuff. They were strict. Should I make excuses now? Wait.
Hmm.
Uh, $50-50. It's
You
like
need
I'm
to
fighting.
heat it up again.
It's like I'm fighting over here. You get it on. That's a long way. That's got to go a long way. That's gonna take a lot of stretching, Wesley. That's gonna take a whole lot of. A whole lot of stretching.
We pull on the back, will that help?
Yeah, you can tell it's going that way, so the back's got to go a long ways down. All that right there got to go down. And you know it's got an anchor, so I got to roll it back up and put that anchor right here in. And that's an inch. Got to go an inch down. That's got to go a long way. It's just going to take a lot of pulling to get it back into place like it's supposed to be. So, anyway, what time is it, Wes?
450.
Yeah. We close at 5, so we're going to start on this right here tomorrow. Stretching and pulling and all that kind of stuff. And we will see you back tomorrow working on this. Thanks, everybody. See you tomorrow.